Hello traders, Vladimir here from Home Trader Club. Welcome to our weekly Forex forecast. Before we begin, as always, big thumbs up to 8K Broker for supporting our community, and you can continue and enjoy all the amazing offers we have with 8K Broker, including the access to Home Trader Club up to full year, including the access to our trading systems, the SRS Pro, the Forex BBB Pro, private mentoring sessions and more. Please refer to the link below this video in the description. Euro, dollar, our first instrument for today. A quick follow-up on the last week discussion we had on our video. Of course, you can watch the videos on our YouTube channel. Our plan was, one of the scenarios we were talking about is the expectation to see the euro dollar to the final push to the downside. As you can see, the euro does the push back inside this ranging area, and the biggest question is what is coming next. So one of the scenarios, the way I see that, first of all, I don't think that the bearish pressure is over. I'm not saying the bullish pressure is already there, but I'm not quite confident the bearish pressure is over. Ideally, we should see the euro dollar establishing some bottom, make some rounding bottom there, and some bullish divergence forming here before the momentum would be to the upside. With this idea in mind, or with this analysis in mind, if we go back to the 4-hour chart, we do see the euro making here some bigger two waves to the downside. Usually what follows next is either A, B, C, D, or any sort of a range, and then the continuation. In rare scenarios, we could see that little bounce and straight drop down. The final outcome is not really different. We want to see the euro pushing it lower. We want to see this bullish divergence created, and then very likely the buys. Until then, the plan here is sell the rallies. Few zones to pay attention to, of course. Broken support becomes resistance, broken support becomes resistance, and the last high acts as the supply. These are the key levels to pay attention to, where I believe the euro should push further to the downside. Our next pair, the pound dollar, and here is a very interesting price action happening right now. So quickly from the higher time frame, our expectations for the longer run was not changed. I do expect to see final push until this divergence would be completed, and then a bigger corrective move to the downside. The question is it already to make the rally, or are we heading first of all for one more final drop, which is the, I would say, higher probability scenario? Of course, no guarantees, right? And then to look to the buys. And on the 4-hour chart, for that to happen, currently what we see, we have lower lows on the chart, lower lows on the indicators, no signs it's over. So the ideal scenario here would be to see the pound dollar making something like that and pushing it to the downside until it will go and complete some bullish divergence as well, and from there the rally. And the way it could be basically flipped to back to the upside is if the pound dollar does not gain the momentum, but instead making the sequence of higher highs, higher lows, and then we would anticipate to see the pound dollar pushing one more run, I would say, here until the bearish divergence completes, and then much bigger corrective cycle to start. So once again, the ideal scenario, the way I see that, as long as this high hold for the pound dollar, is to make something like that, make the push until the bullish divergence would be completed. This would be also an ideal scenario, because on a daily chart it will also then see the pound dollar making some corrective movement or some range here, right, before the next rally take actually place. So that's how I see the pound dollar for the coming weeks. Next one, dollar yen, and a quick follow-up on what we discussed in the last week. We wanted to see dollar yen reaching this zone and from there making the bearish move. I was expecting to see the bearish divergence complete. However, as we can see, the rally was pretty significant and there is no divergence completed right now. So what next for this pair? So right now the structure is still under bullish pressure, which means there is a chance that after this corrective move that currently happening, to this pullback and within the levels here of the lows, the dollar yen could actually go and start pushing up again. And for that, if that is the case, then what I expect to see on a daily chart is some sort of longer range here before the next bearish portion takes place. So on the shorter term, on the 1 hour chart, for example, once again, we have the lows here. We want to see in that case dollar yen completing some bullish divergence, right? And then starting its further rally. So the ideal scenario here once again would be drop, rally, right? Then possibly another drop before the next rally or this final move, something like that. So the daily chart would be able to go and complete its own waves structure. Okay, so on the shorter term, I believe that in between these lows, dollar yen should be a buy. Next one is gold. Last week we discussed about, let's remove these levels here. We discussed about the two waves we expect from the dollar yen back to this zone and back to retest the trend line. As we can see, the gold, of course. Then the gold delivers its bearish move. Let me just hide these levels. And now the question is what's next. So again, I don't think it's over. I think rallies should be sold here. What currently happens on gold, we do have some three waves. We do have some histogram divergence. We do have overriding on the lower Bollinger Band, which usually means corrective momentum comes, ABCD or a range, and from there very likely to see the gold pushing further down. Take a look on the higher time frames. We have beautiful sequence of weekly candles making the lower highs, lower lows, and I believe as long as that's the case, the bearish pressure here should remain on. So for me, sell the rallies on the gold is still the plan. Once again, we could see some pullbacks here, either ABCD or a range. Watch out for potential hidden divergence, which means lower highs on the chart versus higher highs on the MACD histogram that could hint further continuation down. Note that currently it's bouncing from this key daily level. Next key zone is here, weekly and daily level. Next key zone is here. So we are now around the 3120. Then we have 3050 down to 3020 as the key zone, and then 2920, sorry, down to 2880 key levels to pay attention to on the bearish ride for the gold. That's pretty much it for this video. As always, I hope you find value in that, in these opportunities and the analysis. Don't forget to hit the like button if you do, and if you are new to our channel, please consider to subscribe with the subscribe button below this video. And I want to invite you to our trading family, the Home Trader Club. Get your access to our full trading courses, real-time trading opportunities shared with you in our dedicated channel, real-time trading education, and so much more. Please refer to the link below this video in the description. I wish you and yours all the best. Thanks for watching. Good trading. I'll see you soon with more. Bye for now.